This week, on September 11, America's ambassador in Libya and 3 others were murdered, and the flag over the US Embassy in Cairo torn down. That date, the anniversary of al-Qaeda's terror attack on the United States, was no coincidence. Yet this Libyan attack was reported as just Muslims provoked by a rude American film about Islam made by an Israeli Jew. In fact, that Jew is a Christian Copt from Egypt. The actors in his cheapo YouTube clip posted 2 months ago discovered their rude comments about Muhammad were later dubbed over what they'd actually said.
Nightmare. That's what I find myself in the middle of.
As for those so-called protesters who killed Ambassador Chris Stevens, they were actually al-Qaeda-linked militiamen who launched a coordinated attack with rocket-propelled grenades and mortars. This wasn't Americans or Jews giving offence. This was Muslim extremists determined to take some on September 11 and to help incite violent protests against America in cities right across the Middle East. Yesterday, those protests spread to Sydney, with Muslims attacking police, waving flags of jihad and terrorists, and praising former al-Qaeda chief Osama bin Laden.
Obama! Obama! We love Osama!
Reality check. That YouTube video was nowhere as disgusting as dozens of videos made by Islamists showing Christians and Jews being beheaded. It was nowhere as offensive as the terrorism of Osama bin Laden. Apologising for that video to extremists so determined to take offence is beside the point, even a mistake.
We absolutely reject its content and message.
We shouldn't seem to apologise for free speech, not even when some obscure filmmaker abuses it. That video was just an excuse. The violence we see, that is the real problem. That and Muslim spokesmen here who seem to offer 2 bob each way excuses even for that Sydney riot.
I don't think that it warrants violent reaction, but I do believe that some people have a right to vent their anger and frustration when they hear about or see these terrible films.
A lot of Australians will be asking, after protests like yesterday's and the terror plots and the hate preaching, is this multiculturalism? Is it time perhaps to even restrict Muslim immigration until we better assimilate those we have already?